Okay, so I'm gonna
Hello, and I hope this is audible. Welcome to the SVG CSGO LAN. It's been a fun day setting this up, but now we're almost ready to go. Just waiting for the captains to sort the game out, and then we should be live and ready with, hopefully, some good Counter-Strike, or at least some fun Counter-Strike.
Can you change your crosshair? The thing looks disgusting.
He's right for now.
I don't even need to worry about showing IPs, because A, one viewer, and B, it's inside the university anyway, so no one can access
local
it.
IPs.
Yep. Well, we can't. I'm going to just get rid of that so we can look at what maps are being picked. We've removed Overpass and Nuke. It's now time to... The typical for this general group is to end up on Inferno, so I'm wondering if we're heading there right now.
No, there are a few people here who have a hatred of Inferno. I reckon they'll get rid of that. We'll end up playing Cash.
Oh, it's going to be close. It's either Cash or Inferno. So, one of the two. And it's going to be Inferno. I called it.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, so the team captains for this game are abysmal, and well,
they are abysmal, certainly.
Yes, currently playing as Willy, but better known as Shrimpy within the Counter-Strike scene. They've each chosen their teams. They were the two first team players here, and they've each taken a second team player in Ishan and Callum. Callum being Kalat, Ishan being Ishan, I think. I'm going to join Spec because that's the... There we go. And... yeah. Gonna be fun.
You don't find when casting, it's hard to give away. You got to cast without giving away strats because they can all hear us.
That's a good question. I could just call fake strats occasionally, and so that they can no longer trust my calls, so that they then have to guess.
Oh, it's a B-rush, guys! Look at this insane flash coming over the top. Oh, I would say.
What are these 5 HE grenades coming down banana?
What's your Twitch channel link?
Twitch.tv/UOSVGE.
UOSVGE.
Yes. Hello. Jack going for a quick anime run behind the casting desk to go do technical support. Yeah. Sorry about delay, just sorting out some minor technical difficulties on one person. Seems like the connection's dropped or something. Not really sure what, but you know, that's how life is.
It shouldn't be that hard to connect. They're connected by like a 5-meter Ethernet cable.
Yeah,
that can go wrong in there.
There's... yeah, I mean...
more likely it's a layer 8 pepcac problem.
Resident tech support. Yeah, so... Gary, can you let your grandma know you're playing?
I'm going to drop a link in my Discord.
Oh, go for it. I mean, we should have posted in ours, but... I'm interested to know, thank you to our one viewer, it's possibly a laptop in here. But...
if not, please speak in the chat. We'll be eager to see what you have to say.
I'm interested to find out who is coming along to watch. And then hopefully we can get...
about that much of the scope, with that being a screen. Yeah, when I spoke in, it only brings up the scope.
Well, here's the answer.
Don't scope.
You're a rifle player this game.
Fair enough. You know, well, I'm restarting the game, so that makes it happen. If not, I hope you'll have a guy and everything coming in the scope.
Yeah, I mean, or just no-scope people. Like,
Yeah.
as...
There's that 4 scopes, so you guess roughly where the crosshair might be.
Yeah, so when it comes down to... So just for reference, if you can't hear that, one of our players... the full technical difficulty is that CS is bugging out with scopes on guns, so it's not displaying them properly. And you can treat this as if it's a technical difficulty or something you need to fix. Or you can treat it as CS challenge mode. And then it can be so much more fun. Alternatively, you can just restart the game, which is what's actually going on and where we'll be back in a sec. I assume the game's a tad lagging. Just does alt-tabbed, but let's fly around, go, observe this, fight down mid. That's Bakir coming down with a newly reduced in price Mag 7, only 1,300 as opposed to 1,800 before. We'll see if this actually makes any changes. We are, of course, playing on the new patch, so we'll have the new money system and cheaper shotguns and a sword-off that at least one person is using to some effect, which is definitely a buff.
Well, the new sword-off is basically equivalent to a Mag 7, so hopefully we get to see some people using it at close range, and we got the map for it as well on Inferno.
True. The only problem with it, obviously, is that the Mag 7, you can go B as a CT and control the angles, whereas on T side, it's a lot harder to do that. You have to walk into the CTs, which can make it more challenging to choose your own fights and use a shotgun.
I can see some opportunities in apps for some close quarters combat with those shotguns, though.
True. Also, this game is going to be a bit of a meme. Who is this hiding in the corner? Show yourself. He gets what he does. That's Ishan coming through. Ishan is Barrio. That's the username. Why do I always forget that? I hope you're all enjoying my brilliant camera work here. It's amazing. Let's see. Oh, that just looked up into the sky, but he's back.
You suck. You're on the wrong team.
Just join the correct teams, guys, and we can go.
Oh, I've just got a message in my Discord. Get ready for the Twitch chat spam train.
Oh shit! I'm actually.
Well, language.
Yeah, no. Oh damn.
Language for the people at home. Oh heck! I think you're supposed to say.
But with like a star in the middle because you can't.
Can't use that kind of heckin' language.
So it should be logged in, so I can actually moderate the chat.
Good luck.
Nope, I did not mean to click that.
Okay, we've got 3 people. How much can 3 people spam the chat realistically? 7 people. Wow.
Do I need to turn slow mode on? Is this the real?
Eager to see.
7. What the?
Well, if Gary's told his grandma, his whole family will be here. For those of you missing out on that joke, last time we had a lovely chat filled with Gary's entire family. His grandmother, his uncle, his greengrocer.
I assume you've checked the audio's coming through on stream.
I'm going to double check that. Is it playing through my headphone? Yep, definitely is. Cool, thanks, Fat. This is a highly professional stream.
Auto director is your friend.
Yeah, except I'm not on GoTV.
True.
So I'm just going to have to observe, which may reduce my ability to cast, but
Yeah, no worries.
in theory I should be able to do it. I just need to learn how to actually... Does the numpad actually do stuff?
I think you have to bind those to specific macros.
Yeah, fair.
Which we are not professional enough to set up.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to have to... Let's see if I... Oh,
Do the numbers not go to specific players?
the numbers do, yeah.
Yeah, so you can use that at least.
Alright, it's time. We're actually getting on it. Oh, that's the thing I forget. The sub or follow sound is fun for me. Ben gets the joy of no in-game sound, so that's the alternative. Is the stream lagging or is my laptop lagging?
I'm gonna guess the stream's lagging.
Right, so it's time for the knife round. Traditionally, casters, I believe, really enjoy commentating knife rounds. That's
There's already much to say here. It just turns into a little back alley brawl. Oh, a decisive win, though. Right, who's on whose team for this one? I don't actually know who's on which team.
So the teams for this game are Piggy, Nick, Caspian, Barrio, and Abysmal. The two to watch out for on that team are Barrio and Abysmal. They both have experience at the top end of the Null and should be the carries for these teams. On the other team, it's Kallax, Gary, Rex, Willie, and Jaydui. Jaydui being our talented CSGO rep, but the two to watch out for on that team, Kallax and Willie. Again, from the first two teams with experience in the high end of the Null.
Is Willie his actual name?
His name is Will, but you will probably know him if you've played him as Shrimpy. And we can see the strategy here for the T side. They're going for something, and I don't want to give it away because I'm pretty sure the players in front of me can hear me. But the CTs have their own setup going, which they will hope will deal with this. Ooh. That's a good first kill from Nick, and he's fallen back now. So that's an untraded kill and an advantage to the Ts. You can see the lone gunman elsewhere just deciding to have a little explore. That said, Ishan Barrio is a very accomplished B-site player, and you should expect to see him in this game racking up multi-kills as he tries to hold off this site. This time, though, it seems like Shrimpy will be getting the better of him and clearing out CT. So it's now time for the duel versus Abysmal, and Bakir, who is Abysmal, takes that. I didn't even think about that sentence before I said it. Ooh. And now our CSGO rep has run to his death, and there's a smoke. There's a smoke. That's going to change things. The Ts are now going to have to try and hold this off, but no, it's not going to happen. The diffuse is going to come in, and that is Abysmal with the smoke and diffuse and 2 kills. So overall, a very good round.
Not living up to his name. That was quite a decisive retake with 2 nice headshots going in on there.
It's not like you to
pretty
compliment.
So he made a compliment.
Yeah. No, it's not like
you
to
right.
compliment.
He's garbage. Yeah, this Abysmal guy really lives up to his rep.
But you should. It'll be interesting to watch how the CTs buy this half. Sorry, the Ts buy this half if they start losing rounds.
Well, let's see if they start exercising the new economy. They've got a lot more money to play with in the future rounds.
For now, they've just got the one guy on Shrimpy who got a couple of kills with the Deeg and Kevlar, and then not going very well though as the banana push comes in and the shotguns push, but no, Bakir is punished for his aggression and finally spamming through a smoke with 1 HP. Not necessarily the best idea. But oh well.
Still looking good for the CTs.
Jack with the shenanigans. I'm just hoping to see this come through, but yeah, not sure we're going to see anything, unfortunately. So
yeah, pulling the Zeus out that early in the round, expecting them to push banana. If they can't get control of any more weapons on the T side, they're not going to get very far. The CTs are playing this very disciplined as well.
A kill in apps, a kill in banana,
yeah, I think that's
and
the end of things,
it's down to
isn't it?
the lone T player of Rex.
He has a Nova with the new 1 penetration bonus added since this update, so maybe he gets to, I don't know, maybe an exit frag, pick up a gun.
Collateral.
I'm not sure there's much risk of that with a Nova, but let's see.
Interestingly, he may manage to sneak through the pack, but no, there's potentially 1 kill available here, but I can't see much more coming in. And did he get spotted? Yes, he was. And that was close to a kill, to be honest, but only because Piggy was already low. And we're into the 3rd round, and in theory the gun should be coming out for the T side now. This should be the round for them to try and claw things back. Inferno, normally a CT-sided map. However, you could sometimes see resets repeatedly ruin the CT economy and make sure that they ended up losing a significant number of rounds because they need utility so much. That said, it appears that... Oh, that's happened. That said, the new economy update should prevent rounds like that. So you should expect maybe... Oh, they've pushed out... There's a push up mid. Piggy's got the first, and Cal's taking apps. This is a very aggressive round, and that just leaves 1 player on the A site. Interesting. The real question is, are they going to go for the wrap, or are they going to push A? That's... Alright, so now, can he do anything here? Of course, So the interesting thing, Barrio and Kallax, both teammates, and I expect that Barrio will be aware that Cal normally ends up in apps. So that's a I need to be observing better than this. And it's down to Abysmal versus Gary for the retake. This could be a very fast CT take.
No.
And Rex has him. So that is going to be a reset sort of for the CT side.
No such thing as resets anymore.
But they are down to 1,400 money, and that's going to hurt their economy. They are going for the buy with shotguns, scouts, pistols, and an AUG. Interesting purchase of an AUG given the low economy. The AUG has been buffed back up in price, so yeah. It's a choice between the AUG and a flashbang, and the AUG was chosen. There's a very aggressive banana play here with... You could maybe see some encroachment from the CTs at some point if they see no noise, but it seems like they are going to be lining up the coffin smoke here, and that was a mistake. Don't worry, Will, we weren't watching that. Oh, we can see a flash assist there from Shrimpy, and Gary probably going to be giving an assist to the CTs because, you know, he stood in the Molotov for 3 years. But they're going for the plant. I'll push through the smoke, and this is now... Oh, this could be a kill, but unfortunately, no, he didn't have quite the lineup. He's now down to the 2 CTs in Piggy and Nick with a scout and an AUG to retake. That could have been, but that's it. Nick is down. He traded out Rex, but the T's survive. And now we're going to see how the new economy update comes into play, because the CTs are going to have to eco 1 and then have a buy round, and we'll see if the T's are able to still manage to win rounds without the ability to repeatedly reset.
That was a bit of a drastic force buy by the CTs, perhaps a bit too risky. They brought a lot into that round. All but one of them spent all of their money, and they've lost it.
It's the mid-rush coming in, and it's going to be up to Shrimpy to hold this off. Is he going to be able to do it? No, he's died to Ishan, and that is unfortunate.
They get one. They do get one.
And you can see the angry face coming in through the chat. That is not the facial expression I see in real life, but in chat it's pure rage, in real life it's just tears. No, it's now time for the CTs to pull out rifles again. Abysmal going for a slightly worse rifle in exchange for utility, and the T's have everything they could ever want in life. A solo banana take from Shrimpy, but he has managed to force the CTs back. Oh, there's a trade in
nice early pick there. That's very good.
Yeah, and he's possibly saw... No, probably didn't see the bomb there, but that is a lot of HP taken for Ishan, but on the other hand, that is absolutely fine.
I like that kind of play. You get an early pick, you get info, and you get out. That's fantastic work by Ishan.
It's the sort of play we'll be missing next year, unfortunately, when he leaves us. Otherwise, we'd be keeping him around on our teams because he's been a mainstay of the Counter-Strike scene here for 3 years now. Oh, one-way smoke, I would assume there, and Shrimpy nearly but gets taken out by Caspian. That said, the Apps play is now the solution, and Nick manages to get another pick off. That's
it's a fantastic aggression coming through from the CTs, actually. A lot of early picks taken, and then
yes, it is.
They punish this over-aggression, this disorderly early aggression by the T's. We're seeing solo commits to multiple sites, and they're just getting shut down by the CTs.
Now, this is the real question. Was there a gap, or has Shrimpy bought his wall hacks to LAN? So I wonder if he's got a dodgy USB. Obviously not. We wouldn't condone that on any of our players. That's definitely not okay. But probably a clever one-way there he used early in the round to get the pick. The T's now have to pick a site. They've got 20 seconds. And, lining up a Molotov. That's an interesting choice on top of the boost. And it's now just... Oh, he's got the entry frag. But can Piggy hold them off? Now, here's the real decision for Piggy, because he has to choose... He's chosen to let the plant come in exchange for being able to do this retake with his team, which has sort of paid off. I mean, really, Jack just missed the shot because he may rep CSGO, but he doesn't rep good shooting.
Shade. Well, just good job by the CTs. Close game so far. What economy are we on the T's? So it's going to be a buy from both sides, realistically.
Yeah, and just early on in the game, Abysmal and Barrio both having a tough start to the game.
Well, the game has been very scrappy up to this point, so hopefully with some good guns on both teams, we see some proper Counter-Strike now.
No clear carries at this point. The only thing to note is Abysmal, the only person with any significant utility damage at 120, so...
Such a team player.
We're all proud of him.
Abysmal, a true support player. Damn it.
He's encroaching here. He may be able to get a pick. Nope, he's missed the shot, and that's going to cost his teammate, interestingly.
But he's done the right thing and backed off. That's good. And they know that they're encroaching up Banana now, which is good.
And that's another pick in apps, and that's a fast push out from Shrimpy. He's going to try and trade out. He's managed to get Ishan and not quite clear the site.
Again, committing without the team behind him, though.
He managed to trade 2 for 1 and bring it into an even situation, but still, you can imagine that he could have got the first trade and fallen back, and that may have been a better decision for his team. That said, of course, in the heat of the moment, when you've just got your double kill, you want that. You can hear strategy discussions coming in from the T side, planning their grenades for the incoming attack, making sure that they are coordinated. Now, it's going to be down to the one lone defender in Abysmal, who is going to get taken out by Calyx. I don't know if there was a hole in that smoke and he was visible, or whether that was just a very good lineup. No, I imagine he was perfectly visible, and that was a mistake from someone who's meant to be good at Counter-Strike.
Oof.
So...
well, twice he's been killed through smokes now. Once outside the little blue boxes and one on coffins. He's going to be feeling that now. Let's see how this changes his game. Maybe he takes the aggression to them next time, or maybe he starts playing a bit more passive. He doesn't play such predictable spots. You shit talking in the chat. Oh my goodness.
Wait, hang on. Can they read spec chat? No.
I don't. Yeah.
Damn.
Don't see a reaction.
I figure you can, but. Oh wait, I shouldn't give away the Archon password.
We're on LAN, aren't we?
Yeah, sad. I can't type in chat and ask how people are doing. That's
we could just pull them up here and get them for a
mid-game
interview.
We could go for an
maybe
ESL style.
Maybe not mid-game.
Going for the pause. Is this tactical? Can we get an insight? Ishan, is this a tact or tech? Oh, fair enough. It's a technical pause, which means we should be enforcing the rules. No communication, guys. Mic's off. No using this strategically. I'm going to go have a quick... Do you need any help, or is everything fine? Fair. Just a quick restart then to sort things out, and then hopefully we should be back.
Big shout out to our 4 loyal viewers who have been with us for a while. Don't know whether it's the same 4 people, but nevertheless, thank you very much.
Apparently, 1,482 total views. I assume that's not over today.
No, I think that's all-time count.
I'm just going to quickly check if we've had our null retweet. Apparently the mic's a little bit interesting, so I'll see how this goes. I've added a noise suppression filter. Is this...
Well, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
Apparently it's a bit noisy.
Well, the background.
Just mild noise issues, but hopefully this should be slightly better for you. In theory, we'll find out.
Oh, I see people defending Bakir in Twitch chat. That's great.
Oh wait, where?
Oh no, if you go back to your stream. Is the stream? What's the stream apps? I don't know what you've got open here. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Wait, where's my Twitch chat here?
Leave the career alone.
That's the real question.
Yeah, this one isn't working.
Oh wait, it's not logged in. That's the answer.
You still see Twitch chat when you're not logged in.
This is a defense of
Come on, Abysmal. Come on, our Abysmal. We love Abysmal. Abysmal makes me hard. Leave Bakir alone.
Let's keep the chat somewhat more family friendly than that. But, you know, I appreciate the support for Bakir. He needs it right now. It's not been the best game for him. He's having a hard time with his smokes.
Yeah, we're early on. There's still time.
Really struggling to figure out if he can hear me and is ignoring me.
I think even if he could hear you, he wouldn't react. How are we doing on that tech issue?
Oh, we've had an unpause. No, waiting for the CTs to unpause. Oh, no, we're back in game. John, just hand it to me, it's fine. J2E's going to be a slightly slow out of spawn because he was busy dealing.
Oh, and he knifes his teammate.
Oh, that's a disappointment right there. And this is an aggressive banana play. Oh, wow, what is this strategy? Shrimpy absolutely destroyed by the CTs. That said, surely they realize that there's one lone defender. I don't know how many Shrimpy saw, but now they know because I've just said that. And that is Calax pushing up short and Nick trying to hold them off. Nearly nading himself. Getting naded by the T's instead. Yeah, by the T's instead. And there's a Moto smoke now. They should be able to just take the site with reasonable ease. And now the CTs. Their stack at the start did allow them to take out Shrimpy. In theory, the best player on the T side. However, it seems like that was not enough because the T side have come back, taken A. A 4-player stack is a massive risk, Ben.
Well, I've been seeing Shrimpy take matters into his own hands on T side and taking some very early aggression, which is being punished by these CT stacks. Like, he'll take an early angle early on in the round, try and get a pick, and frequently is successful, but then immediately get traded out with all of his team somewhere else. This is something that could lead to a lot of issues on the T side.
It's true. Of course, normally a 4v4 would favour the CTs, sorry, the Ts, because they are able to group up together in a way that the CTs aren't. However, when teams are slightly unbalanced in skill level, because this is an everyone comes at play event,
this is perfectly equal.
Shrimpy on the first team should be pulling his weight, and 1-for-1s aren't necessarily good enough.
We're not seeing stellar performances from the star players just yet.
No, in fact, Bakir may need his defenders to come and sub in for him because 4 for 6. He's having a hard time. Let's go see his perspective.
It's not too bad, but need to get the ball rolling at this point. Here we go, some early aggression with the Mag 7. Oh no, he's gonna play it on the safe side. It's probably a wise maneuver. Lots of map control being taken by the Ts right now. CTs aren't as aggressive towards apps as they used to be, but the Ts are regrouping around second mid, which is good. But again, alone in apps with nobody following him in. Bit of contact there in apps. Oh, we've lost somebody. Yeah, one died towards the corridor in apps.
Oh, damn. Okay, we've had a... Sorry about that. Just trying to sort some other things out. Yeah, so... Seems like there are some stream issues. I'll be having a quick look at that in a second. As I said, it's kind of hard to fix mid-game. We'll see what happens after this round. Yeah, so this is... Sorry, while I've been away, the T-side have taken the A site and find themselves in a 3-on-2 to hold this. There's going to be... Oh, this Caspian is down, and CTs really should be saving, but...
I don't know, Abysmal feels these kind of rounds. I reckon he could pull something off.
I mean, he wins these.
On a good day. Question is today a good day? He hasn't had the most stellar starts to the game. Starting to clear angles now.
Maybe he's just a bit of an onliner.
Oh, he sees one on site, gets him down.
One more and
takes the peak though,
that's
and he's chosen to run away. Oh, but he's going back.
And he's managed to get the
I like
pick.
that. That's a good play. I like that. Running away, make it look like you're saving, then double back, get the pick. That's another gun out of T's hands. That's very good.
Calax has not been able to save the AWP, so we're going to see a full rebuy out of J2E, which is going to tank most of his money out, assuming he's planning on buying full grenades, etc.
Yeah, CTs look a bit strangled for cash right now. Maybe they should have saved more if they could. Yeah, lots of pistols coming out. Going for a half buy. That's respectable. If they can get some guns out of the T's. Mind you, the T's have a lot of money.
Yeah, that
so
is
even,
true. Even
any guns you get out of their hand, they're just going to rebuy at this rate. Although, with the new economy, getting those guns out of their hands might be even more valuable than it ever was.
True, true. You do see a couple of players low, though. Next round, Jack, J. Dewey will need a drop, and Shrimpy may as well. So, we can see a little bit of aggression here.
Looks like a B commit on the mini-map there.
Just
leaving one behind again.
Player pushing out mid, and that's a double kill there, and Rex has managed to trade it back. Can he get the kill on Calyx? No, Calyx is going to come in, and now it's the push up short. There's only one player left here. Piggy, can he do something? He was playing reasonably well last night, but that's not going to be enough for him.
Abysmal again left on his own.
This is one of the problems he's facing. He's constantly in retake scenarios now. They've figured out the A site as a weakness. And now they're just punishing that. They're taking it over and over again.
Yeah. Point to note, though, Shrimpy that round went for some B aggression again, but this time he got one pick and then fell off. It's good improvement. Good to see some team play going on, that realizing, yeah, it is important if you get a pick, but surviving is also useful for your team to progress the round. Because he then went on to take A site with the rest of them. I think we're just going to see a save coming from Abysmal here.
He seems to have managed to sneak around them, though. They're not necessarily, I don't think they're going to find him at this rate, so...
It's good that he's managed to get away, but at the same time, he hasn't seen a lot of action. That could be a problem. If your star player is deliberately being avoided by the enemy team, maybe it's time to put him in a position where he can go aggressive. And he can get some picks. Because we know how good of an aimer he is. We just need to actually see that in the server. He's also got some fans in the chat, it seems. Yeah, same default. Looks like a default play from both sides.
The thing is, you wonder if some of his bad luck in this game is coming from his habitual killing of chickens. It just seems like the sort of unnecessary cruelty. That...
Yeah, it's karma, man. Kill the chickens, you know.
That's how it goes.
Shrimpy again with some early aggression.
But
gets taken down by
Nick. That's going to leave him frustrated. So he's trying to go for the picks, but just not working out. That said, the T's can afford to give up around 7-3 up on the T side of Inferno. That is a solid scoreline. Although we can't quite be sure exactly how sided it is. Of course, neither team particularly is going to, as this is a pub, going to have rehearsed executes, unless they're really tryharding.
Very true. And it seems like all the rounds are living and dying.
I need to turn off my friend notifications. Give me a second.
Come on, friends are important. They want to get in on the stream.
I'm just gonna quickly go offline. Sorry about that.
Very professional here.
I know.
Bit of a commit going on towards A by the T's.
Yep, it's coming in.
Clearing angles, but still look very jittery.
Yeah, it's the real holds have to come in between Piggy and Abysmal. Abysmal might finally get a chance to do something in a round.
Piggy's got eyes on apps and eyes on short. They know they're coming now. The rotate's going to come in.
And now he has his chance, and that is it.
Beautiful.
Finally in a position to actually hold as the T's come in, and he's starting to get good. That said, shout out to Piggy, 10-6, his team's top fragger.
It's almost like you put your star players in the line of fire. You actually get some work done.
Yeah, exactly. I believe Piggy's on our third team, so also a very capable team. Currently just missed out on some high placings in various tournaments, but pretty decent team. They're burning elsewhere. On Banana, Caspian down to HP numbers that I'm not going to repeat because I think someone will utilize that information. That said...
Well, you've already insinuated they're quite low.
I mean, true. This is not quite a major, though. And that Shrimpy finally getting an entry.
But with an entry.
Can he stick onto it? That's the real question. Is he going to give this one up again?
No, we've seen a lot of entries from Shrimpy. But it's only now that he's actually starting to play more towards the team. and capitalize on those entries a lot better by having his
Oh,
teammates
the
behind him.
flashbang in. A clever play. Caspian going for the peak and getting... He's taking a risk here when he with his peaks. That was always bound to happen. And Ishan trying to come in, Barrio, sorry, trying to come in with...
And again, Abysmal in a retake situation.
They've just figured that he's rotated, and now he's going to have to play on foot, and this is not going to be fun for him. Jadwe potentially about to deal with him.
Down.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Nope, but then he's about to get shot in the side of the head by Kallax.
That's got to be gutting, man.
That is disappointment all over his face.
They've got to hold B better than this. They have to. It seems to be an easy breaking point for the CT side.
What they really need is to be able to have both sides stay up. It feels like currently they just rotated one player to support A because A was struggling. And now the T's noticed that and just went to the other side. And now that's weak. So how they're going to play this is going to be interesting. Currently it's going to be Caspian and Nick on B. So let's see how that goes. That's a lot of information to give away. And Abysmal gets taken out early by Gary. That's in apps. So going for an aggressive play, trying to get in on the action before it happens, and it's not really working out for them.
That really
so
is a shame.
There's a potential fight here, but smoke down and hopefully no harm done. But
if any of the previous rounds were to go by, though, that's probably a round for the T's. I mean,
yeah.
Look at this. They're just storming up Banana and taking fire.
And they've taken the site, pretty much. It's just down to one player to try and hold this off, and he's smoked out. So there's not much they can do. The other side are barely rotating, and with one player in underpass in the form of Gary, this is just going to be hard. It's down to Piggy. He's going to have to try and save, but he's locked in from both sides.
I mean, he's got a scout and chest armor. Is that really worth saving at this point? If he can try and get an AK, yeah, maybe that's worth saving, but I don't see him doing much solo with a scout.
The chest armor could at least be useful for next round, but maybe he can drop a teammate, but... Alright. Missing some shots, though, and it feels like he's going to have a hard time.
Oh, here we go. There's the shot of dreams. Can he do it? Oh, no.
Oh,
There's one coming from behind as well. Piggy's in it.
Oh, Piggy did manage to get it, but
still manages to get Gary.
Trading out the last round. And...
I think the damage is more worthwhile than the save in that point. Getting one AK out of
Wait,
their
how far
hands.
are we away from having one play? Like, each team has... there are teams here with 2 players attending, and each team has 1 player on each team. So I'm pretty sure the first, second, and third teams each have 1 player on each team.
You've lost me.
As in the Southampton...
Oh, you're
Abysmal versus Shrimpy, then Barrier versus Kallax,
I see.
Piggy versus Gary.
Oh,
they're getting the calls in Banana, figuring out how many there, and Shrimpy is possibly... Oh, can Abysmal do anything here? Yes, he can, but
guess there wasn't much
still going to be a hard time,
round.
and he's been taken out. And sorry about that, observing. I'm trying to keep track of what numbers everyone is, and it's not working.
Yeah.
And again, it's a save situation, this time for Barrio, but really he can't save, both because he had nothing to save, and because Callum, always there on the lurk.
We should get an intern to do some observing, and then we can actually cast without having to worry about pushing buttons as well.
Unfortunately, as a society, we don't have any interns. But
Damn it. Get some heckin' interns.
You're the closest thing we've got.
Oh, thanks. There we go. This is a solid buy. Fully embracing the AUG as well. That's 3 AUGs and 2 orbs. Not an unscoped weapon on the CT side.
Well, and the Banana control's coming in. There's a leg in there, and some shots through the wall. We're possibly about to watch Shrimpy try and enter it. It's interesting that he's going in first, given that you would normally put a player of his caliber in second entry. But who's going to win this fight out? Is it going to be Barrio, or is it going to be Shrimpy? Caspian going for aggressive peaks on low HP. Shrimpy trying to play with the smokes. It's unsure who's going to win that, and it's going to be Barrio. Can the others get in? No.
Oh, this is beginning to correlate. Got Barrio with 3 massive AUG picks there.
It's Kallax trying to trade it out, and he's managed it. That's 2 picks for Kallax, and brought it back into a 2v3. With one player still a little way away. So do they go for the retake quickly? Oh, that's a nade right there. And we're probably about to see... Oh, that's not a peek on that flashbang.
Rex in a 1v3. It's doable as well. He's got the position.
They're just slowly mollying out each possible location and eventually waiting for the final player to arrive before they go for the peek. And he's done.
Abysmal just wins the aim duel against Rex. That's the end of
That's
that.
a solid round from him.
Well, hopefully we get to see some more of that potential come through on the T side. On CT side, he almost got played around. Shot through smoke twice. His team went down, and he was in many retake scenarios solo. So hopefully we get to see him take the fights to them on T side.
I'm just going to see if I can sort some streaming stuff out very quickly, see if there's any options I can use. That said, it's going to be a difficult thing to do mid-game. I might have to do it after this game. So apologies about the lag. There's... Oh, the love for Abysmal has faded, and we're now looking at love for... Alright, we're possibly about to see Jack find some action with... Oh, he's managed to get a kill, but he's gone aggressive, and that's one of the things you learn to get better at the game, just figuring out when to fall back, like when you've got your first pick and it's time to wait for your team, because they were playing a setup where the T's could have capitalized on that.
Trading 1 for 1, but he gets info of the bomb, so that's something to work with at least.
This is going to be Abysmal, just scouting around, trying to bait in some peeks, and he's got them, but did he want them? That's
Swiftly
the real
dispatched
question.
by Gary.
And just one player able to hold off this push, really. That said, Kalak, an accomplished pit player, not working out for him right now, but I promise he can do it sometimes.
That's quite the statement.
Shrimpy managed to get himself into aggressive position, unexpected, and he's about to get the peaks he wants, and he's getting them. Piggy, the last player, but he is going to trade him out. That's another case where Shrimpy could have waited a couple of seconds as his
Hold on,
teammates
we're
really
still in this.
helped him.
Piggy. Oh, Piggy gets one, but he doesn't know where the last one is. He turns around. Oh,
That is a
180
play
headshot
from
with the
Piggy.
Glock.
Great job.
Man can't be stopped.
In fact, second top priority on the server, behind Kalak and Shrimpy on the CT side.
That was a valiant effort by Shrimpy to try and retake the side, but Piggy just shuts it down. Didn't have info on the last guy, so much just a 180 and headshot him. That's impressive. But I think that was a 360, wasn't it? He went around twice. Oh, what's going on for the CTs? This is quite aggro. Oh, and nobody's watching it. This could be big if they come up from behind. Oh, the two with the USPs. Abysmal and Nick both go down. Hopefully there should be a cleanup now. Hopefully... Oh no, Shrimpy gets another one. Onto Ish. Could this be a round win? 2v1 for the CTs on a pistol buy against a full buy from the Ts. This is all falling apart. Bomb control with the CTs as well. Caspian alone now in a 1v2. He's going to check T-spawn. Oh no, he hasn't got his gun out.
And
Gets
the
swiftly
CTs
dispatched.
managed to trade it back. And what's the money like on the T side? It's not great.
That is a round that they should not be losing like that, though.
They are going to be disappointed in that. Sorry for the far from perfect observing. I am trying to also sort out some stream issues.
Say you're suffering from narcolepsy, you know. Everybody will forgive you for that.
Time. Oh, this is new patch change, and he is punished. An amazing shot from Ishan, catching him on the jump, and now Rex is going to have to make a hasty retreat, having lost the representative for Counter-Strike Global Offensive for the Society to Jump Peak. You might benefit from learning that strafing jump peaks work better because it's harder to hit the one tap because they actually have to flick and can't just pre-aim it.
But we aren't judging, of course.
No, there's no amount of there's no judgment here, just support from.
Yeah, this is again not a round the T should be winning. Well, last time was the CTs who won on pistols. Now let's see if the Ts can reverse that.
Yeah, they do have a man advantage here, but the weapons really aren't in their favor. So
they've got an early pick with a headshot so far.
They were only able to recover a mag 7, which is not
CTs
ideal.
Taking that early
that's
info.
Potentially. Oh, Rex peeks out. Barrier was very close, but to getting an advantageous position. But now he's given up the man advantage. It's going to be an A attack though. Gary in pit. Zeus trying to come in from Abysmal, and on site we should be seeing Calax cleaning this up. Calax and Gary managing to...
Finally, a round that ends the way it should.
Yeah, the half is starting to settle, you'd think. And that's going to be a bad sign for the T side. They need rounds.
It's been very scrappy up to this point, so it's good to see the eco actually start to go the way you'd expect. Hopefully a full eco coming in, indeed, from the Ts. Looks like they're going for a default again with those Glocks, though. They need to group up and spam those things. That's what those things are designed for.
Yep.
Oh no, this might be a split towards A. We've got 3 going up the second mid side, 2 going mid. Hopefully they don't play the range game with the Glocks. Yeah, Abysmal going straight up into apps there.
That Molotov drop, though, going to provide Gary just a moment of protection, and he's going to drop another. That's going to be annoying for Abysmal.
Yeah, they're going to have to change their plans. I guess they're going towards the balcony side now.
You should be expecting to see Cal get an absolute spray down here.
Oh, beautiful
and that's 3
stuff.
kills, and now it's just the turn of Gary and Shrimpy to mop up the last. Shrimpy taking the eco frags.
Those Glock rounds are hard, to be fair. There's not much you can really do with those, except maybe get a few stragglers who push too far or get a bit too gusto in them. It's like
if a couple of you manage to get a dink, you might manage to kill 1 player, but
3 dinks.
That's the real problem with the Glock. It's a 3-shot headshot at any reasonable range, so makes it very hard to use. That's a nade down mid, not doing significant damage. The banana take's going to come in. It's Jack and Rex, but Barrio is an experienced banana taker. He's my partner.
Experienced banana taker.
And J2E falling there, going for a peek out from his position. He had a nice angle with a Mag 7, but deciding that he needed to go aggressive toward his teammate, and that turned out to just not work. Oh, he had an M4, not a Mag 7, he informs me, which means that that decision was worse.
Look at this from Shrimpy, though. Nice little 2K.
Yep,
holding the site.
And that's Barrio going for the plays and dying because they were
Shrimpy
not
again.
the correct
Shrimpy
plays.
with 3.
The flash assist from Gary. Let's all support the flash assist from Gary.
Nah, this is some fantastic work from Shrimpy. Shrimpy and Callum
Just
holding it down.
Question mark as he wonders what sort of desperate situations.
Like, look at the kill differential. 24 and 7, 22 and 13 compared to the other team. The highest they have is 16 and 13.
Yeah, it's been a difficult job killing Callum this game. He's just been solid. It's the Apps is one of his favourite spots. He's an experienced player on the CT side there, so you should expect to see him really hurting the T side, especially on CT. Seen a couple of great aces. He's taken out by Ishan, but instantly traded by Shrimpy. That 1-for-1, however, will favour the Ts. And can Abysmal come up against his own teammate and do well? No.
Oh, he's panicked a bit there. I think the tilt's starting to get to him.
Yeah, that's gone very wrong. And the peaks are coming in. And it's just down to Caspian to see what he can do. Can J2E get a kill? No.
This is a massacre. I think this is over now. We start to see the star players on what should be the star players on the other team, on the T side, just fall down. There's a very uncharacteristic panic from Bakir there.
We haven't prepared the head-to-head slides from potentially more professional tournaments, but if we were looking at them right now, you'd be looking at Abysmal versus Shrimpy, and the 12-15 on Abysmal, 25-13. The ADR stats just not looking good. 126 ADR on Shrimpy, 55 on Abysmal. That said, Barrio and Abysmal both getting early picks. The CT's going for unnecessary aggression, and all of a sudden, it's turned against them. Great smoke there from Abysmal. He's managed to not smoke off Arch. Sorry to all of his fans in the chat. And let's see, can J2E finally take someone out? Yes, he can. Oh, that's a double spray down. Actually, good play. Congrats.
Wow, that's very passive-aggressive. Still a 3-on-3, though. Ooh, this could get dicey on Banana.
Oh, sees the gun
nice
coming around the
positioning.
corner, and now it's just down to a 2v3. It still could happen for the T side, but it's going to be difficult, and Rex has fallen all the way back, gets taken out by Piggy, who may or may not expect the rotation that's come in. Now he's got the grenade in, he will, and can J2E get out of the angle in time to call for support? Or does he want to call for support?
No,
That's the real question.
Look at this positioning.
He's not going to. The CT's going for the splitting up, and Kallax now watching for the rotation, and he's going to eventually get the kill. That's a lag out for 16-6, but good game.
That's a GG.
I feel like post-game interview. Bakir, what happened?
For the microphone, that's I don't know, no one's listening.
This is about some internal issues within the team about the
The
communication.
team of randoms who only met an hour ago.
On the other hand, Jack, how do you feel your team carried you?
I feel like Gary still managed to end up below me on the leaderboard, so...
Jack is pointing out he wasn't bottom of the scoreboard, which is a good job. That said, that team, that was quite a dominant game. It was more about who managed to be in the right position to get the frags. Callum coming in with a couple of eco mop-ups on pit, his speciality. And yeah, I'm going to take this to a break and probably try and see if I can fix the stream lag. Because for you guys on the other end of that, or 5 of you, that wasn't fun. Alright, I'm going to end the stream and quickly change things, and then I'll be back in hopefully about 5 minutes with the next